Hi, welcome to Juby Tarot. Welcome back if you're coming back for February's reading. Welcome to newcomers. My readings are for your sun sign, your rising, and your Venus. I am doing Gemini today. So Gemini, let's get right into it, Gemini. Gemini, what's going on with you, Gemini? When it comes to love and it comes to the heart, for February 2019, there seems to be some conflict in your love life. I see the first card I asked how it's going, I pulled the Justice card. However, there may be conflict, but justice is on its way or it's happening now. What I mean by justice is that it seems as though maybe you've been in something that hasn't been fruitful, something that's probably been abusive, something that's left you feeling unhappy, or maybe you're the causer of these things. And now is a time where the scale is going to be balanced. You are either going to set the scale right and it's going to be balanced by walking away from a situation, no longer putting up with it, or someone's going to walk away from you because they no longer could stand your abuse. Abuse doesn't mean physical only. There's mental abuse, emotional abuse, cheating, lies, not following through, not communicating, not compromising. There's some type of lack of from one end. So the scale is about to balance itself out, whether you're about to balance it or the person that you're with is about to balance it. If you're single, this may be a time period where you also are going to come to terms with how people are treating you, because you may be single but still dating and you might not like the way that someone's treating you, or maybe someone doesn't like the way you're treating them and they're going to walk away from it. Things are going to settle itself. It's definitely a major decision that's going to be made to make the balance go right. Someone may walk away, someone may tell you firmly this is their expectation and give you a time frame to complete it. Something needs to balance here. Someone wants clarity of the mind. It was way too foggy before, and it's time to get some clarity. Next, I pulled what's going on presently, and I pulled the Queen of Swords. So, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is another sign that there is distress, possibly in your love life right now. This queen is holding up her sword. She is taking on a very masculine role. So that means she's filling the shoes of the king. That means there is a dire need for change. A dire need for change. There's way too much clouds in the back. It's confusion. Things are not how they're supposed to be, and she's finally putting her foot down. She's finally using her logic, and she's clearing up the situation the best way she knows how. Now, for some of you, this may mean that you are that queen, and you are finally going to put your foot down and you're going to end the nonsense. You are tired of the flakiness in your relationship. You're tired of the lack of commitment from men, women, your partner. You want something that's more solidified and something more concrete. There is a lack of grounding there. It's very airy and up in the sky, and you just want to know that you're stable, you're loved, and that this person is willing to give themselves to you entirely. And this is a time where you're setting that scale right. For those of you that are single, same thing with people you're dating. Maybe you're cheating yourself out of love, and you're finally coming to a point where you understand that, and you're no longer allowing yourself to inflict pain on yourself like that. Self-abuse is serious in love. Sometimes people, they don't feel worthy enough to be in a relationship, and they stray away from it for whatever reason, and they are causing themselves pain, because love is a beautiful thing. So for those of you that are in that situation, you may be coming to terms with how you're treating yourself in regards to the heart. You're going to try to open up your heart chakra and meditate. For another feelings position, I pulled the Two of Pentacles. This is one of your only pentacle cards here, associated with grounding, earth. However, there is still a lack of grounding, even though it's a pentacle. This is of a man that is juggling two pentacles, so he's indecisive. This goes hand in hand with the Queen of Swords. There seems to be some indecisive actions here. Lack of commitment, lack of following through. It may be you, because this is constantly presenting itself. However, it also may be someone else. But take the time to ask yourself, have you been resistant to giving your all? Are you weighing out options so you're not giving 100% to one? Are you juggling those emotions? This is a time period to try to focus on grounding yourself and giving yourself to one person. If you are in a situation where you have two options and you're kind of flaky with how you're maneuvering through love, solidify yourself in one direction. Justice is going to be served, and you don't want to be ass out of gas, pretty much. For your next outcome, pull a very strong card. I pulled the Emperor. It could be symbolic of you, or once again, the person. There is definitely going to be a revival of strength there, power. You are going to be in control, or they are going to be in control, probably after justice is served. Once justice is served, you're going to go ahead and feel so powerful. You're going to regain your confidence, regain your strength, and you're going to understand how love should feel, your ability to love. Or if it is the other person that was affected, they are going to feel that way. Love is going to blossom again for you. It's going to be positive. You're going to feel like the Emperor. However, a little warning with the Emperor, there's a little ego. There's not a little, there's a big ego there. Don't get so caught up in the ego and the self. Remember that love is a partnership. You want to be open and receptive to the feelings of others. Do not just block out how other people feel. The face is very stern there. You're not even trying to let in a little bit of information. It is your way or the highway, or their way or the highway. This person needs to definitely take in consideration of the feelings of that person. Or if it is you and you've been the abused, then maybe you don't want to, and you're like, I'm done. Forget them. They've done me wrong. I am not allowing anybody into my space. That's fine. I understand that, because no one deserves to put up with any type of any form of abuse. So in that position, yes, the Emperor will serve you justice. Another outcome position is the Seven of Cups, associated with feelings and physical to an extent. This can be positive, negative. I'm seeing with this, and this is outcomes, this is present feelings. There are a lot of options available to you. And they may not all be about love. They may not all be options as far as other people that you can get into a relationship with, or it can be that. It can also be you have options, like you don't have to live that life, and you rather have money over love. You rather have space over love. You rather have another person instead of that love. There's a lot of options here. Caution yourself with how you're thinking. This ego is making you blindsided to the fact that what you may have may be good for you, or that person who's doing this. One of you, caution. I'm thinking it's more so you, Gemini. I want to just go ahead and say that this reading is about you. I'm feeling strongly that you're the one that has many options, and that your ego is stopping you from realizing that you're lacking consideration to your partner or to another individual. Take a step back, breathe, see things for what they are. Greatly, next outcome position is the Ace of Cups. This is good news for you because new beginnings are on the horizon. Fertility, fruitfulness. So although all of this is happening, justice has finally been served. You're clearing the air. You have decisions, your ego, but you're still confident. You're making decisive decisions, like strong, grounded decisions, I should say. Here, the Ace of Cups is telling me new beginnings are on the horizon. Whether you have taken all of this information and now you're finally deciding to put yourself out there in a different way. Or maybe you're going to just go ahead and go on with that new person. Maybe that decision that you have is your new beginning. Whatever is here, whatever options you have here is telling me that whichever you decide is going to give you new and great beginnings. That was the wind. New and great beginnings. However, just remember that is just the beginning. It doesn't mean that that is going to be the consistent theme of, but this is still a very great card to pull because new beginnings means that it is the layout and the foundation of. So whatever decisions you do make, it is going to benefit you in a positive way. However, it seems like there's some type of self-sacrifice here. I pulled another outcome card, the Hanged Man. Maybe justice is keeping you in the same place. Maybe you're not moving past this relationship, this connection, but yet new beginnings, a new way of looking, a new set of feelings are going to come out of it. You may, although, feel as though there's a lack of commitment there. You may feel as though things are unfair. However you decide to go about setting that balance, you are probably going to stay in that same situation. However, there is change within that situation, so that's a good thing. However, you not so much. I see a lack of change from you, but there is change. You are going to continue being who you are. You're a little set in your ways. But overall, things seem to be progressing in a more positive way in love for you. Started off a bit negative, but towards the end of February, things may start looking a bit more promising when it comes to love. You're going to become more aligned with what love is to you. You're going to align yourself with your definition of love and how you want it and how you want to go about it. So that is my reading for Geminis. I'm going to go ahead and shake up the room. I want to see what the overall tonality is of this reading. Geminis, you always confuse me. What is going on with you, Geminis? I want to know what the overall tone is of Gemini for February. Universe, help me see what the overall tone is for my Geminis in love. All right, wave. I pulled the wave, my farthest away. There is a lot of motion, a lot of rocking, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Sometimes waves can be promising because eventually you'll move forward. Eventually it'll keep moving you forward, but however, when you move forward, you're also going back. So there's a lot of hokey pokey. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You know, you need to become a little bit more grounded in the way you do things. You need to reflect on grounding and how you want to relate and connect with others. Connect with love in a very stable way. You're up in the air. You're being a little bit airy. You need to communicate more effectively about what it is you want. Write down your intentions in love so that you can pursue them correctly. You have a lot of options here, but you don't quite know what to do with them. However, justice will be served in a way in your life. Clarity, you want clarity most right now, and eventually it'll ultimately to confidence, more options, new beginnings. However, there is self-sacrifice there. So same behavior, however, you still be aligned with love. So thank you. Positivity and light. I hope to see you back for March. Stay tuned.